There's on a pineapple under the sea. I do not care. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why we're currently zoomed in is because I have adjusted the room slightly. And you'll see here in a second what that means. Particularly, it means I got a curtain. Too bad I screwed up. So, okay. To give context for this, I was originally going to try streaming at like 8 this morning, which, first off, yeah, it's in the afternoon and I'm awake and have been up for 7 hours. Anyways, yeah, so I herberted. I have a job that I'm starting up on Thursday. I got the official offer after background checks and everything last Thursday like 4 days ago, whatever. But I ended up going then and, you know, woke up. Brain. You can tell I'm tired. Which I feel like I have a right to be tired, given that I, again, have been up since 5 o'clock this morning. So I got the job offer, and they're like, okay, so we've got a couple different shifts that you could, like, different positions exactly, because it's a food to go, which has, like, a couple different places you can work. But I ended up going and, they're like, okay, so you can work a dish position at 7, or there's a couple other ones, but like the actual food positions, why am I out of focus? Anyways, the actual food positions were like, oh yeah, we have a shift starting at 6 or a shift starting at 5. So I took the 6 o'clock one. Because I'm going to have to wake up at like 4:30 regardless, because of the fact that I'm going to have to take the bus to get there. And the latest bus that can get me there before 6 is at 5:18. So that's going to be interesting to see. Regardless though, welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I guess infants, if for some reason you have decided that your infant should be watching a 20-something-year-old play a child's video game. But no, welcome. We're playing some good old ClueFinders today. Reason for that is a combination of I never did replay 4th grade like I said I was going to. Ow, I just shoved my hand into my desk corner. Take a minute. No, the other reason is, for anyone who wasn't here last time, I've been uploading my VODs to the, whatever it's called, to the VOD channel, TallBoy Vault. You can find it by either searching TallBoy Vault on YouTube, or you can go to the panels, or I think it's even in the About Me. But I just uploaded the, well, uploaded is relative. I uploaded to schedule, like, okay. So here's how that's currently working. I have been uploading videos and then scheduling them to release. How far out do I have? July 1st. Anyways. But so I ended up uploading and getting scheduled the Math Adventures video stream, whatever. And so I was like, I never actually played 4th grade, and so I determined may as well. And I just saw it was that October? It was in 21 that it said. Yeah, October of 21 was when we last played 4th grade on stream. So that's fun. Anyways, we're just going to go ahead and get into this. Harbinger. I also did some setup with the virtual machine shenanigans, so you know, obviously we have it like this. I'd mentioned before that some of the games that I want to get on stream at some point. Come on, log in. You know, like specifically these three are in a forced bigger resolution. So, for instance, if we pull up, okay, fine, whichever one is gonna, you know, here we are, it's the bigger resolution. Oh no, my thing's, well, bada bing, bada boom. Ha. It works, and it looks okay. Also, is there junk? There's junk on this key. Yeah. There we go. Anyways, so now when we eventually get to those. But we're not getting to those today, are we? We're instead playing ClueFinders 4th grade. Oh, also, if I end up... I love how I'm acting currently as if it hasn't been the case for almost the entirety of my streaming career, that I'm always tired on the stream. But I would like to explicitly apologize today if I am overly tired. Again, I'm getting used to waking up at a very early hour, so yeah. Anyways. The learning company. Egypt.
I still can't understand it. Somehow I managed to oversleep. And on the big day. Luckily, I arrived right on the money. It was some big deal. They were opening the tomb of some big shot pharaoh. The kids had given up their summer vacation to come and help the professor.
I will say, I was still...
Just think, this tomb has remained undisturbed for thousands of years.
Indeed, so why are you disturbing it now?
This is exciting.
And probably dangerous. Mostly because diseases.
Lies behind these doors. Untold treasures.
I do. I played the game before.
Oh,
I know.
Great! Mysteries! I hate mysteries.
Claptrap, shush.
Indeed.
Just open the tomb.
Oh no,
silly
he's the
little
bad
man.
guy.
Sir Alistair Lovelace was a big mucky muck from the London Museum.
Mucky muck.
But he sure smelled like trouble.
I feel like that's sacrilegious to not find the actual key to the tomb.
Absen, a king from the second dynasty. Wonderful.
At last.
Oh, to find who knows how
And of
many
course,
years of
Joni
human
is,
history we've uncovered here today.
Professor,
That's not what she's saying. Her mouth isn't opening.
Owen, don't juggle those
Apparently
jars.
Joni...
We must respect
Apparently
these ancient
Joni
relics.
is a really good ventriloquist.
good idea.
We should get out of the way. It takes spear and
Kids
shield.
can come back tomorrow.
God love it. Now it's nighttime.
This is astounding. Per Absen was believed to be aligned with Set, the ancient Egyptian embodiment of chaos.
It is even more astounding than your limited perception could ever imagine. Doctor, ever since
no.
I was a poor child on the streets of London, I've dreamed of finding this sort of power. Quickly now, load everything into the trucks, including my esteemed colleague.
Oh no.
Soon, my friend, the world will know the power of Set and the genius of me, Alistair Lovelace. Ooh, there are so many evil things for us to do.
Yes, because...
Something was up. I had that feeling I get right before an earthquake. The kids had other things to worry about.
Well, Joni,
Like
I guess
sawing
this
off
makes you
Joni's
an
finger.
international jewel thief.
Can you at least pretend you're helping Santiago?
No, he
I
can't.
cannot get this thing off.
Ooh,
It
we'll
feels
put your
like
nails
it's holding
done.
onto my finger.
Maybe it likes you, Joni.
It looks like some sort of ceremonial ring. You'd better let Professor Botch know you have it.
Okay,
Probably.
Leslie, I'll tell him
Arguably.
tomorrow. But it's so embarrassing. I never should have
just-
touched this ring in the first place.
Arguably.
We didn't know it then, but Egypt was about to get a lot hotter than usual.
Okay, I'm like, when does this end? Because I want to talk. I don't want to interrupt it.
So, you want to know what happens?
Happens?
Well,
Well,
before you go on, you must use
sign
the
your name
keyboard
once
and sign your name on this piece of paper.
Whatever. I forget the quote exactly there. Anyways, I love how Alistair is just like, I am evil. You know, not even remotely attempting to be like, you know, oh, I'm doing this because, like, I want to whatever. No, it's just straight up, I'm evil and I'm going to do evil things. No, just you have that, or the fact that Joni is just like, ring, let's immediately put it on my hand, you know, and then it's like, yo, why you doing that? Why? Also, I get this is the second game, and they hadn't necessarily like fully pinpointed what they wanted their design to be, because I mean, even, you know, after this game, because I'm pretty certain after this, if I remember correctly, mostly because I had to play the stupid math adventures, you know, they had the math adventures, which then went basically back to exactly the design that they had done in 3rd grade, but then in 5th grade, even there they were like, it was a lot more similar in a design sense, excuse me, to the first game, but they still did improve upon it. But it's just weird to see everyone in this game, like, and sure, you could argue, oh, well, they're in the desert, so it's going to be hotter than whatever. It's like they were in the jungle before, near an active volcano. I would think that'd be pretty hot too. Whatever. Regardless. No, I definitely... Like, I'm not a fan of this, like, the character design here. Laptrap especially just looks weird. He definitely does look more like a turtle shell, which is arguably, you know, why they would have done it. I'm not a fan. Anyways, the ClueFinders need you, dear viewer, to help them rescue the professor and return the artifacts to their rightful places. But beware, the forces of chaos are at work. You may tangle with giant crocodiles and need to cross ancient underground chasms. If you're ready for this mysterious adventure, sign your name below. I will say, I was sad that they got rid of these in some of the later ones. Sign real quick. Anyways,
I hate being right all the time, but my
Do you,
instincts
though?
told me something bad would happen, and boy, did it ever.
Oh no.
We'd all gone back to the dig
Joni
early,
looks
but the
pissed.
place was deserted.
Not confused, just
Everything is
pissed.
gone. Where's the professor?
She looked
How
like
they get all that stuff out of here without being seen?
What do you mean without being
Probably
seen?
an inside job. And I
Yeah.
had a pretty
I guess
good
that's fair.
idea who was behind it.
Since they don't know who may or
I've
may
got
not
a
have
feeling
stolen
the
it.
professor is in trouble.
We've gotta help him.
How are we
Arguably.
gonna do that, Joni?
We needed a lucky break. Something left behind, or...
Or apparently a bug. Or just a secret opening in the wall.
Socrates found a hidden door.
Good boy.
Good boy. Oh my. It's a dead guy with a
I
thing.
wonder what it is.
Me too.
Oh, Egyptian kings were always buried with spells of protection and other important writings. This one was hidden away from the other treasures.
Is the one in the
so it
center
must be
there
very
just
important.
like the goofy
And it's our
glasses?
only clue. How can we read it?
We need to find someone to translate this scroll.
Mhm.
Let's put it in the backpack and get back to Cairo.
This mystery could spell trouble. If you're in a jam and you need help, just ask me. I'm here for you.
Nah.
And if you need to know where you are, or you want to take a break, use me.
Come on, ClueFinders, let's roll.
I still love how they're acting as if there they could, but also couldn't hear Socrates. Also,
Welcome to
let
the
this guy
desert's
talk.
hottest Jeep dealership. You folks look like you're on your way to Cairo.
Okay, John
Am I
Travolta.
right?
Why, yes.
Have I got a deal for you?
I don't know, do you?
You can pick any one of my beautiful Jeeps, but only one can make it to Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
Multiply the two numbers on the sign above a Jeep to find out how far that Jeep can travel.
Mm-hmm.
The sign pointing to Cairo tells you how far you need to travel. Pick the Jeep you want when you're ready to
I
go.
hate how long it takes for them to get through everything. Anyways,
Click
yes,
on my
we
buttons
need
for
to
all kinds of it. Click on a number to set an activity to that level. Click the checkboxes to turn automatic
Yes,
leveling
I'm
off
aware.
or on.
I am aware that it will reset the palace doors. Let me turn off auto leveling. Okay, I will also preface whichever one it is here. I think it's the secret chamber passage. One of these is so incredibly ridiculous. It's the one where you're trying to fit all the like Tetris pieces together. It's so incredibly difficult, and I don't know why. So really, because the thing is, these I don't think are any different. Than like they were. That is an old dog. I mean, then again, yes, he is. From Gabistan, the island of talking animals. He is the only one who didn't seem to have the ability to talk. Yet again, he acted there in the opening as if everyone could apparently hear him. Regardless. That is such an ugly portrait of Jody. I'm sorry. That is... They made her head into a bowling ball. Anyways. You want to play background music? Uh-huh.
This here is a map of Cairo.
Somewhere. I'm not yet. Anyways. Okay, I'm needing to get 99 miles. Well, geez, imagine that. They would be
Step
number 2 here.
aside, give me the wheel. Laptrap's in charge.
Imagine I get this wrong here and I just get to cry. So how did they get there in the first place? Anyways. He's a cat. I also always
Where
thought
to
this
now?
cat was the same
We
one
have
as
to find
later,
someone
which I
who can
don't
translate
think
the
is the
scroll.
case, but it could possibly be the case.
Meow.
Stop!
No.
No.
That dog!
Not even trying.
Socrates, come here.
He's right
Lucky
there.
for us, the place is empty.
Oh boy, customers! I didn't hear you come in.
Ay,
Sorry about that. You caught me napping. When you're 5,000 years old, you need lots of rest.
5,000 years old? Wait a minute.
Hey, if you're so old, do you
I
recognize
can't believe I
this?
believed the guy.
This, as a matter of fact, this scroll tells of an ancient evil.
I knew the professor was in trouble.
Whoever took your professor is up to no good.
Oh,
He
no.
wants to unleash the power of Set, the ancient Egyptian embodiment
Is he gonna
of
flash ult
chaos.
me?
Oh, great! I hate chaos.
How
Yeah,
can we
that's
stop
accurate.
him?
Legend has it that the ancients built a mysterious place of power. Those worthy enough to enter would be granted the power needed to stop Set. This scroll has 5 clues that will guide you on your first step toward locating this place of power. But wait, the clues are written in an ancient code. I can't read this without hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs.
Oh, hieroglyphs. What are hieroglyphs?
These puns.
Ancient pottery pieces with letters carved upon them. Bring me back 12 hieroglyphs, and
That's a
I'm
lot of
sure I can
hieroglyphs.
decipher the first clue.
But where can we find these mysterious hieroglyphs?
Hey, you're the ClueFinders, not me. But it shouldn't be too hard. Luckily, this is the hieroglyph district. Everyone around here collects hieroglyphs.
You can count on us.
Those kids are gonna do fine.
I also realized I think the 12 is one of those, like, it was done very well, but it's one of the ones where
Guess we better go find those hieroglyphs.
indeed they like have the actor say a bunch of different numbers so that then they can use however many, and like they can change it. Also hieroglyphs, because we're in Cairo, so
Excuse me, dude. I mean, sir. We're looking for some hieroglyphs. Do you know where we might find any?
Today's your lucky day. I have my old collection right here in the shop. Help my waiter deliver the right amount of coffee, and I'll give you a glyph.
okay.
Right now, the waiter has too much coffee.
I can see that. I see the ones I
Solve the
need to
math
remove.
problem on the sign to figure out how much coffee he should have. Then take the extra coffee off the tray and put it on the counter. You sure got the
I
hang
will
of this
say I
business.
am almost
Take
certain this
here
is going
glyph.
to go so much faster than
Okay,
the
now
other times I tried
pile the
this.
coffee on.
Wait, how much? That's like. It's like 1/6. Is this right? Yeah.
Hey, how about we trade hot coffee for your hard work, huh? Oh, okay.
We're
Take this here
minors,
glyph.
and therefore you cannot pay us.
Okay, now pile the coffee on.
Okay, so that's just okay. But then the question rises. Yep, it's this one.
You kids sure know
I
your
love
math.
how I'm doing
You
so
deserve a
well right now.
hieroglyph.
Any more?
Well, that's it.
All right.
I'm all out of hieroglyphs for now.
No, like I sucked so much at anything of these math related before. I mean, okay, the full Math Adventures one can still go die in a hole, but that was more just because of the repetition. But no, it's kind of funny to see how much I'm now just like, oh yeah, I can just do this easily. I don't know why. Okay, then again, the fabrics one here is just easy regardless.
Dude, I wonder if there are any hieroglyphs hidden in all this cloth.
Cloth? Hello.
It's
this is
fabric.
It's gorgeous. I've had customers all over Cairo screaming for it. But they always tell me how much to cut as a fraction problem.
Keep telling me, stop
Check out the
stealing
request
my
on the
fabric.
sign. It's your turn to do the math. For a hieroglyph, of course.
Don't break the fourth wall.
Cut off just the
Stop
right
it.
amount from one of these 4
You're
bolts
not
of
allowed.
fabric hanging off the top shelf.
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
Just move my scissors over the fabric. When the piece is exactly the right length, let go of the scissors to cut it.
Anyways. Hey, look.
Awesome! Here's a hieroglyph.
Thank you.
No way. Another order?
Hey, look.
Sorry.
Huh?
You might want to try using a pencil.
Half.
You
I'm just dumb.
rock. You roll. You make fractions from a hole. No way. Another order?
This is literally the exact same one as. Okay. Sure.
That
I
is
think
going to make the
technically
most
this was the half
totally
instead of this,
stunning
but
outfit.
still.
That fabric is like so in.
So how much? What are we making with all this fabric?
That was my last hieroglyph.
Sounds like
I
your
am
problem.
so bummed.
Why? Because you can't get free labor out of these children? I think the video, like the VOD of me playing this before is up. Boat rentals. I'm just gonna go here so that I can have it open for fast travel. I can't do anything here yet. All our boats rented.
All my boats are rented right now.
Sounds like a personal problem. Anyways, no, I try to be quippy with the titles because it's fun. I believe I titled the VOD that had like this. What could I just click on there? What? That is news to me. I did not realize that you could get to the secret entrance from here. I thought it was always King Tut. Anyways. But no, I titled it something along the lines of, do the adults actually work here? They're just getting free labor from children. We can go up or down. Let's go down. So I'm assuming up is going to go into a loop. Import and exports, or in other words, geography.
Thank heavens you're here. Customers all over the world are clamoring for my goods, and my atlas has vanished. Can you help me get these parcels out?
We'd be happy to help you, ma'am. Especially if you can help us out with a couple of hieroglyphs.
Yes.
Very well then.
I'm not doing free labor
For every 2
here.
packages you
But
help
we
me
are
ship,
technically
I
getting
will
free
give you a
labor.
hieroglyph. Read the directions on the package and tag. Then use the pin to show the parcel's correct destination on the map.
Mm-hmm. Geez, I wonder, could it be Denver? Just maybe. I just love how
Here you are, my friends.
all of the like capitals they have, and they have like so many different spots they could do. There's like Salt Lake, which to me just sounds kind of weird because I feel like Salt Lake isn't one that's well known. Anyways, borders Idaho and is really big and tall. Could it be Montana?
A hieroglyph,
It's
young
also interesting to
adventurers.
see. I think those are the Appalachians. I forget the names of.
Here we go
ranges.
again.
To the west of Denver. So first we went to Denver. Now we're going to Salt Lake. Again, you have all the states mapped out,
My
but yet you
customers will
only
be
have
delighted.
like what is that? Maybe 10 capitals available. Anyways, in the Pacific time zone. Okay, cool. So it's not Alaska. Does not border the ocean, so it's Nevada. I mean, it technically could be Idaho because it's in both.
Hieroglyph, young adventurers.
Below sea level.
More packages.
Part of California is below sea level? Didn't realize that. The highest elevation is about 350 feet. In other words, it's on the state borders on whatever. The answer is it's Florida, because Florida ain't elevated.
You are such a help to me.
I try. So west of New Orleans, in central. I mean, okay, technically, it could be St. Louis. I'm assuming the intent is for it to be Austin. Yeah. He's making you get the idea.
Hieroglyph, young adventurers.
Do you have any more or no?
I'm all out of hieroglyphs, but I could still use your help.
That's nice. We're not doing this for free. You're not getting free labor out of me. You're getting basically free labor, but not absolutely free labor. Yeah, because I always thought that it was only able to be done here. Apparently it can be done at the Lion. I don't know if that's, I just never got that, like, I guess RNG or whatever. Or what? Weird though. Now we go up, and this should be... What? Where am I not going right now? Where has there been a fork that I didn't go? I'm assuming it has to be over by the boats? Like not, I don't think at the boats. Yes, it's down or up. We've gone both, so... Ah, there we go. Joni, catch up! Like, we can go in here? No, it's just lagging. Here we go. Aditi. Who did set...
Ah,
when?
what have we here? Visitors. I hear you're looking for hieroglyphs. Well, you've come to the right place. Read the question on the banner, then drag the stone with the correct answer from the wall onto the sled. Every time you answer 2 questions, I'll give you a hieroglyph.
Okay, I'm like, I don't see like an at night or anything. Who did the Egyptians blame for natural disasters? I'm assuming Set. Ra.
Please, try again.
Oh, the gods. I just screwed up that.
You are very wise for being so young. Here is a hieroglyph for you.
They always weirded me out.
Can you solve this one?
Where's Napoleon? Oh, no, it just straight up actually is Napoleon. Okay. Okay. Horus and Set, because of
you
course.
are very clever. And
it
here
was
is
the
your
bird
reward.
And
now, how about this one?
Wait, hold on, I'm trying to think. Horus is a bird. Because I know Osiris also is a bird. I'm trying to remember now. What's the name of the pharaoh? Oh, I wonder, could it be the header?
Excellent. Once again.
Is Set the only...
I'm sorry, but I've fallen a bit short on hieroglyphs. Come back later. I may have some more.
Is Set the only jackal? Who am I? Anubis, that's who I'm thinking of. I'm like, I swear there was a jackal who's like the god of death. It can be the bird? Huh? Okay, that is the one that really weirds me out, not gonna lie. I mean, it makes sense then, what? Okay, anyways. It makes sense why it can be the other ones, but again, which makes it even more weird that I've only ever seen it be King Tut. Or I wonder if... Hold up. I wonder if it's not that it only is, but that it just gives... Like, the hints can work for any of this. That's interesting. That's interesting. Hello, we have them all.
We're back, mister, and we have 12 hieroglyphs.
Great! Give them all to me!
Okay, can do. I'm curious. That really intrigues me though, because I have never used any of the other ones, but that doesn't... that's weird.
12 hieroglyphs. Good work.
That's what you asked for.
Yeah, aha! Here it is. Here is your first clue. Out of stone I am made, great secrets underlaid. What am I?
Cool. I wonder what it means.
I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Come on, ClueFinders. 4 more clues to go.
I thought it was just gonna
Now
be
I
let's
suppose
go.
you guys will want to go tromping back to those shops to get more hieroglyphs.
Yes. Oh, so I'm just leaving here because I thought that they did a whatnot. Risk of hurricanes, Maine. I thought it was after the first one they get. It might be after like
You are such a
the
help to me.
second clue and on that they start doing whatever it's called. I'm assuming it's just here. Wyoming? Yeah. It might be every two because it's probably like hint, like two hints, hint, and then also the puzzle.
Ah, more packages.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was very confused there. I'm like, how can it be 6 p.m.? Like, how is it a 5-hour difference? Because it's Hawaii.
My customers will be delighted.
Oh, wait. Not a coastal state. Faces the fewest natural disasters.
I'm not sure.
Same. I'm not sure what just happened there because I was very clearly on Arizona. I'm clipping that.
Young adventurers.
I'm clipping that. Yeah, I'm not sure either, bruv.
Ah, more packages.
Is farther west than Boston. Yeah, imagine that. There's not many things east of Boston.
My customers will be delighted.
Okay. Now continue. I read that as father. Not farther, but father. I was like, is father south than Portland? What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? My reading comprehension has apparently died. Oh, is that all?
I'm all out of hieroglyphs, but I could still use your help.
Again, I'm not doing this for free, technically. Raw. What was the name of the town where the Rosetta Stone was found? I'm assuming Rosetta, given the fact that it's called the Rosetta Stone.
You are very wise for being
Just
so
that
young.
concept.
Here is a hieroglyph for you.
Being so young, me at my bright
And
young
now,
age of
how
22.
about this one?
What were they battling over? I don't know. Neath. Who would rule? There you go. I'm assuming it's gonna be a ball, a great banquet. I don't know why it would be a ball. These are
Again,
Egyptian
you
gods.
succeed. Well done.
They all got into a ballroom and danced.
And now, a new
I love
problem.
how I went for a tango as well there, or a salsa. So I'm now just combining Egyptian, English, and Spanish parties all together. Where did he ask them to work? Death Sphinx. I saw their eclipse. I think it's actually like the Sphinx. The grounds around the Sphinx. Yeah. Who did they battle over the moon? Where is Osiris?
You impress me greatly. Here's one of my precious hieroglyphs.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I've fallen a bit short on hieroglyphs. Come back later.
If I was faster, I
may
could have
have
made
some-
him say that he just fell short of, I don't know, 6 foot or something. Oh, could it be 100? Ta-da.
You sure got the hang of this business. Take this here glyph. More coffee? This stuff flows like the
The Nile. Like D-Nile?
You are so
Nile?
smart. Well, I'm glad you're working for me.
I'm not, though. Again, I'm a minor, so
Okay,
even if
now,
that was the case.
pile the coffee on.
That's like 120.
You kids sure keep the customers happy.
That would be
Here's
the
another
idea.
glyph for you.
Cool. Got it.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, I see.
I'm all out of hieroglyphs for now.
There's a lot of hieroglyphs from Cairo. Hieroglyphs.
If you're still searching for hieroglyphs, you've come to the right place. Hieroglyphs are so us.
Yeah, whatever. It's just 3/4, right?
Awesome. Here's a hieroglyph.
I'm pretty sure.
Could you, like, totally handle this for me?
I wonder, could it be 2 1/4? Just
I
maybe.
am so in awe of you. You rule. Could you take this order?
I also love
You
how
are the snippinest after all.
they, they give you this whole, like, 4 different types that you can choose from here, but you never have to use more than one. Like, it's not even a thing of like, oh, well, you couldn't. You just straight
That
up
is
do
going to make
not
the
have
most
to use more
totally
than one.
Stunning outfit.
Like, they never
That
go
fabric is, like,
into,
so in.
like, divisible by 5 or by anything
my last-
else. It's always that they're like, yep, it's divisible by a 1/2 or a 1/4. Ah, here we go.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening.
I
Afternoon,
trust
actually.
Your quarters are comfortable.
You have quite a wonderful dungeon, Lovelace. 10th Dynasty, I believe. There's a funny story here involving a king that...
Yes, I've heard it. Now then, Professor, you must come with me.
What if he doesn't want to?
It's time we had a little talk.
How nice. Shall we talk about Egypt?
Don't feign ignorance with me, Professor.
Oh, he ain't
You will
feigning.
answer my questions. You will.
That's his first name? His first name's Will?
We're back, mister, and we have 12 hieroglyphs.
Great. Give them all to me.
Give them all to him. Why do we have 3 birds? Everything else we almost had 2 of, but then we had 3 frickin' birds. Too many birds, man.
Aha! Here's the next clue. An icon carved of ancient stone, missing only my rightful throne. Who am I?
Cool, but what does it mean?
Indeed.
I'm working on it.
Come on, ClueFinders. Let's go get those hieroglyphs.
Don't worry.
Oh, now I suppose you guys will want to go tromping back to those shops to get more hieroglyphs.
Yes, as I interrupted you before, apparently. State Borders, Idaho is...
Ship. Let's keep those packages.
It's literally just the same as before. Okay, anyways. West of Denver, but it's Salt Lake again. Imagine that. Pacific does not border. This is literally just okay. Wow. The reason I'm currently not skipping
Your
is
skill
because
is exceptional.
they change up the amount per thing. I think depending on how easily you're getting
more
through
packages.
stuff. Okay. West of New Orleans. Can you smack into Austin? Again, letting it go through in case. I mean, it should be the last one, but it may not be. We'll see in a moment here.
I'm all out of hieroglyphs, but I could still use your help.
And I could use a raise. Like actual financial compensation.
I knew it! My Wonder Kids have returned! We've got to keep the customers happy!
I'm like,
You sure got the hang of this business. Take this here glyph.
Take this here glyph.
Okay, now, pile the coffee on.
Yeah. I will pile on the coffee. Coffee.
Your mental capacity is astounding. Okay, coffee breaks over.
Is it now? Wait. These are... That's interesting. If I take either off, it should equal, right? No. Wait, what's the math? Oh, that's 100. I'm just dumb.
Sure keep the
If it was
customers happy.
only 11,
Here's another
yes,
glyph for
it would
you.
be the same.
Well, that's it. I'm all
But
out
given the
of
fact that it was
glyphs for now.
111, no, it was not. Which language allowed them to
Pull the
decipher
correct
it?
stone
Move your
from the
hand.
wall and move it to the sled.
Move your hand. Greek. How did Beneded weary? How did
You are very
Beneded?
wise for being so young.
How did
Here
the
is a
deceased banana
hieroglyph for
feel?
you. Here's another challenge for you.
Is it the moon? An immense jeweled box. What did they wait for? Solar eclipse.
But of
They
course.
had one of those recently.
And now, how about this one?
An owl. A Bennu bird, apparently. Who swallowed raw every night? I'm assuming probably Set. Never mind. Epip. No idea who
You
that
are
is.
very clever. And here is your
His
reward.
gigantic serpentine adversary.
I'm sorry, but I've fallen a bit short on hieroglyphs.
Keep messing that up. I could make him say I've fallen a bit short. Again, it...
Welcome back.
Thank you. You could really give me...
Awesome.
I'm
Here's a
not
hieroglyph.
opposed to having easy problems. It's just
No way. Another order?
really confusing as to why they're giving me such simple stuff.
You are right. You are so right.
I know.
You're so
That's
right.
why I put it there.
Could you take this order? You are the snippinest after all.
Never say that again. It's just a fourth, right? No. Wait, 1.5. Oh no, it's just 3/4.
This is the most perfectly cut piece of fabric I have ever seen.
That's sad.
You have totally moved me.
I actually haven't. You have stayed in this
That was my
region
last
of the
hieroglyph.
screen the whole
I am
time.
so bummed.
I'm a comedian, can you not tell?
I have one question, Professor.
And he has one answer.
Where is the ring?
Daddy?
What ring would that be?
You know what I'm talking about, Professor?
The ring!
The ring! The ring!
Do not mock me,
Hello?
Professor!
Don't mock you!
You will tell me where to find the ring, otherwise your students will...
Also, why are the
Your
Goonies
students.
that he's got?
Of course.
Like, yeah, it keeps them mysterious. I think it's the next one. He swallows his mint. Why are the
We're
Goonies
back, mister, and
one
we
color?
have 12
One color and then eyes.
Great! Give them all to me!
Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Or maybe I Deborah. Or maybe I Samson. Or maybe I Apple. Why is that making me laugh so much? That should not make me laugh. The fact that I picked up the backpack.
Aha! Here's Here's the next clue. A lonely vigil, I guard the gate. 5,000 years, and still I wait.
Or another
Where am I?
None of these have any information to actually tell us anything.
5,000-year-old stone icon with a throne?
Missing a throne.
Are we through now?
No, Laptrap. We've got to get the rest of these clues and find the professor. Let's go.
I've heard there's a great deal of archaeological activity in the area. Perhaps the local shopkeepers have uncovered more hieroglyphs.
That is a question here that I have. Because, okay, half the time, whenever they do these, like, whatever, you know, half the time when they're going about and, you know, oh, it's traveling, they're way over exaggerating how long it's taking them to do anything.
Busy, busy, busy.
You know, so, for instance, I think it's again in 3rd grade.
My customers will...
Santiago asks Joni, oh, you brought the food, as in, like, they've been, you know, for so long that they're needing to have food with them. This is literally just a cycle here, which I don't get. I mean, I guess I kind of get because I am on the highest difficulty and I don't have it adjusting, but still.
I'm not sure.
Again, I'm not sure either. So obviously because it's not adjusting, they probably only have
My
like
customers
these
will be delighted.
couple of cycles because they don't expect you to instantly go and set your difficulty to the highest. Because, you know, normally this is meant for literal children. Anyways. But, you know, they go and they normally over-exaggerate. I didn't...
Read the direction.
Okay. Yeah. But, you know, they try to over-exaggerate how long it's taking
Excellent.
you. But then here, she's acting as if these guys just all left and
I'm
whatever.
all out of hieroglyphs, but I could still use your help.
You know, Leslie's saying, oh, you know, there's been archaeological, maybe they went out, you know, implying, oh, it's been like a day or something. And so therefore now, you know, they've been able to go and find hieroglyphs, whatever. Yet we're at the same time getting this story with Alistair and the professor, which is happening in like a short period of time, which then would imply, okay, so it's not actually taking that long, but that's just kind of an interesting fact to me.
Well, if it isn't the return of the mathematical masterminds,
yes.
You all know the...
No. Hold up. No, isn't that... That's 300... No, that's 270. I'm stupid.
Too much coffee.
Okay, so I need this. I'm assuming that it's just this. No. What am I doing wrong here? Or, no, I'm stupid. It's not 300, it's a 200 that we're subtracting.
You sure got the hang of this business.
Dumb.
Take this here glyph.
Take this here glyph.
Wake up, kids. Here we go again.
Okay, so that's... I was gonna say 60, no, it's 160.
Your mental capacity is astounding.
It's really not, but I'm here anyways.
Okay, now, pile the coffee on.
So that's 130. Okay, hold up. That's just 130, right? Like, I get that I think No, that doesn't even equal one. I'm literally just taking everything but this one off. Okay.
Hey, how about we trade hot coffee for your hard work, huh?
Nope.
Oh, okay, take this here glyph.
You signed the contract.
Well, that's it. I'm all out of hieroglyphs for now.
You know that. Okay. For a second I was like, that's 10. No, that is not 10, that's 110. Anyways. What do we got?
Move the correct answer to the sled. I still got more hieroglyphs.
Stop arguing. See both sides of an argument.
I don't.
I mean, technically. Write a letter. Okay. Oh, because she would see both sides. That's okay. Helps if I read the full sentence. Anyways. His guests. Like, there's no specific name here.
You are very wise for being so
It wasn't
young.
a name. It
Here
was
is a hieroglyph
group
for
of
you.
people.
Can you solve this one?
Where's the word scared? Frightened. Okay, it's a synonym for scared, whatever. What happened to Set each month? He got run over by a reindeer. Ate the moon, bite by bite.
Please.
Please. Turned into a tusked pig-like creature.
But of course.
I mean, technically he did eat the moon every time.
Now, how about this one?
Where's in the morning? Sunrise. Because he's the sun god. Trans Greek, what other languages were on the Rosetta Stone? Egyptians. Okay, like, I'm
Again,
pretty
you
sure.
succeed. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I've fallen a bit short.
No, I cut him off too early. I thought there'd be a delay. I get one more chance to make the guy say he's short.
If you're still searching for Awesome! Here's a hieroglyph.
What?
No way. Another order?
Ivy.
I am so in awe of you.
This
You
is
rule.
so incredibly simplistic.
Could you, like, totally hand...
Yeah. 1 and 3.
You are right. You are so right.
I'm
You're so right.
I'm the correctest of boys.
That was my last hieroglyph.
Sounds like
I
a
am
personal
so
problem
bummed.
that you should deal with without me here.
Find the children.
Again, why are they...
Follow them. When the time
Then
is
again.
right, take the ring and bring it to me. Now go. The time is fast approaching. Soon the whole world will know the name. Alistair Loveless the Third.
Fun. No, I will say though, even though they
We're back, mister, and we...
ended up going and like, again, it's literally just one color and eyes. Yes, there's technically outline colors for both of those things when you get the idea. But no, even with that though, they were able to convincingly like portray, oh yeah, you got a like more stout guy and a taller guy. Kind of cool. Anyways.
Aha! Here's the next clue. By likeness I immortalize, and behind me my treasure lies.
Oh man.
I wonder what it means.
Let's go! There's one more clue to translate.
We're back on the hieroglyph trail. I hope those shopkeepers have found some more.
They're just like, yeah, I just went into the back room because you kids keep asking for them. Why do you keep asking for these? I mean, I'm getting free labor out of it, but...
Oh, you've...
No. Oh, you've returned. At this point, it's just a memory thing. Yeah. Put it in the thing. This is literally just a memory thing. I'm assuming that she does not have any more. And if I'm wrong, I'll figure that out.
I knew it! My Wonder Kids have returned. We've got a...
140.
You sure got the hang of this business. Take this hieroglyph.
I could voice act this guy.
More coffee? This stuff flows like the Nile.
Welcome to my coffee shop. I'ma make you do my job for me. Anyways. Wait, no, that's brain function here. No, it's 140.
You kids sure know your math. You deserve a hieroglyph. Wake up, kids. Here we go again.
Why did you have to yawn? I blame the voice actor for yawning there. Anyways, I just took it off. How dare you?
You are so smart. Well, I'm glad you're working for me.
I'm not. Again, you would be going to prison if that was the case. Well, that's it. I will never see you again. That kind of god was set.
Read the question
Where's
carefully,
angry?
then move the correct stone onto the sled.
Yes, yes, yes. Was a. Jealous and angry. Put it on the stupid sled. Anyways, the answer is again, angry. Horse.
Ha ha ha!
You are very wise for being so young.
Here
Here's
is a
a
hieroglyph
hieroglyph
for you.
for you.
Can you solve this one?
At night. He did it at night. Duck gods. The gods are to blame for
course.
everything.
And now...
Hey look, we finally looped on this. Okay, we're making him say
But of
he's
course.
short.
I'm sorry, but I've fallen a bit short.
Let's go! I got it! We're clipping it! I love how that's what I decided to clip. Anyways. I succeeded in making a man who is... I mean... It's always right when that happens. Anyways, admittedly, he does appear to be like... He's at least taller than the children. Then it's a question of how tall are the children. Anyways. I wonder, could it be 1.5?
Awesome!
Thank you. But now it's 2. I can read. I can read.
You rock. You roll. You make fractions from a whole.
I can make you a fraction of this whole.
That was my last hieroglyph. I am so bummed.
You're right, that was your last hieroglyph. You will never have a hieroglyph again. Unless someone decides to play the game, but you know. For this playthrough.
You whippersnappers don't have 12 hieroglyphs yet. I can't translate the clue for you.
We're doing this. Huh? Where did I not go? Genuinely, where did I not go? I went... I'm free. Huh? Did I only take 2 here?
Oh dear, I'm all out of hieroglyphs.
Did I not do coffee this run? Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm all out of glyphs.
Oh, I'm just dumb is the answer.
I can proceed with the ceremony.
Oh, you're getting married.
Oh, lovely.
I'm not getting married.
You need a ring, man. Of course you're getting married.
Evil man, and I am up to no good.
Say, what sort of a ceremony is this, anyway?
Ah, so you're finally beginning to understand. With the ring, I will focus the astral energy that will unleash the
Astral?
power
It's
of
coming out of your
Set.
ass?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my, this could be a problem.
So no, the answer is I didn't miss doing stuff.
We're back,
I'm
mister,
just
and we have
dumb.
12 hieroglyphs.
Great! Give them all to me!
I can do. Yo, I got them all lined up as well. That in all honesty, was stupid hilarious. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, what? I swear I did everything. Just forgot to pick them up from the coffee shop. Oh, that's funny. That. Whack, whack, whack. Beat him over the head with the. Oh, okay, last one.
Ah! Here's the final clue! To make the secret door appear, touch nose, mouth, then an ear.
Hey, now that sounds like something we can handle.
Yeah, these clues are starting to make sense.
Right. It's made of stone, it belongs on a throne, and if we use the clues properly, it will
Owen,
unlock
stop.
a door.
Also,
And bring
Owen,
us
your
closer
eating
to
technique
finding
is
the
bizarre.
professor. Let's go, ClueFinders.
Owen would eat a burrito from the center
Application
out.
of a little brain power should enable us to solve the riddle of these 5 clues.
Okay, so obviously we can use Tut here. Like, obviously. Again, I've always used Tut. Because, geez, whatever. But I am curious. I'm going to try with the bird first. I don't think this one is going to work. Because I don't think it technically has a nose versus mouth. So what was the clue again? So nose, mouth, and then ear. You don't. Oh, okay. So okay, nose,
That doesn't seem.
mouth, and then ear.
I don't think that's right. Maybe we should go back to the antique store and look at the scroll again.
Am I getting the order wrong, or? Okay, hold up. I'm actually gonna go back.
What are you doing back here? I've already told you what you need to
Yeah,
do.
I know. Shut up. Nose, mouth, and then an ear. Okay.
The application.
So I don't think that's gonna work. We can try at this. Okay, so it is just at Tut. I don't know that, because that makes me wonder if you are ever, like, I'm assuming whatever, nose, mouth, ear, whatever.
Whoa!
Dudes, that rocked!
This must be the place the antique dealer told us about.
Let's get in there and take the next step
'Cause-
towards finding the professor.
That's really weird, because is the intent there then, like, do they have ones where it is the other stuff, or is it just to try and throw you off, quote unquote? Again, until today, I didn't realize, and I've played, like, this section a good 6 times at least. No dialogue, okay. It's this stupid puzzle that I am probably gonna have to go to, like, 3 on.
How did he get here before us?
Because he's magic.
When you get to be 5,000 years old, you'll learn about a secret passage or two.
So what's the deal? I thought you said the secret that would lead us to the place of power would be here.
Patience! To unlock the secret, you must first solve this ancient puzzle. Use the colored pieces to complete the rectangle on the wall behind me. To rotate a piece, move it over the picture of the worker in the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
To flip a piece over, move it over the picture of the two workers.
Okay, I see. I think that's the only way that ends up working out. Now I've got a lot of options for that, though. I think this is the only option for that. I think I've already screwed up. I don't think there's any way to get... Or maybe... Nope. Is there any way... Okay. I would assume that that's correct. Is there any way to get a thing in here? I guess maybe that? But there's no way to get that then. Is something going on at the stadium? Okay, that might work. No. Okay, I guess what could go up here? Maybe that can give me a hint. Nope, that's not gonna work. I really don't think that's the case. Yeah. That can't work. I guess in theory... Can I fit any other, like, shenanigans to work in here? That clearly doesn't work. Nor would that. That could work. Maybe. I still think that one's the only one that's capable of going in there. And that... Either... Okay, well that clearly isn't the case. Maybe with this... Okay, I guess if I have that, I can try this. Then how do I get anything down there? Again, this one, like, I'm certain... Obviously there's a solution, it's just ridiculously hard to figure out. Like again, like this, then we'd have to take this here, so I guess maybe this. But no, like... That doesn't work. That's too big. Yes. Maybe this into something. But no, because that's not gonna work, because then... Am I fit anything in here? I've never actually beaten this specific version of the puzzle. Like, I've beaten some versions, But I've never actually beaten this version. Because again, it's a question of like, you can't... That just doesn't work, period. Nor does that. That obviously doesn't... I think this one has... I don't think there's a spot anywhere else that can work. Okay, can we just do that? Again, just plus then what I do here, and again, I just genuinely do not understand what I'm just like, because I'm pretty certain this one in some regard has to go here, and I'm almost definitely certain that has to go there. Is there any other way anything can go in there and work? Is this in theory? Nope, that immediately fails. In theory, that could go there. I'm gonna assume that one has to go over there. Now tell me that this one would have to probably be there. That doesn't work. I am so terribly confused. Because, okay, this one in theory is simpler. I can do this one and this one. I can do this one and this one. Nope. This one and this one. This one and this one. So this one literally cannot go anywhere else. Because this one just doesn't work. This one also just doesn't work. This one doesn't work. And this one doesn't work. Because if I do that, then there's not enough. If I do that, there's not enough. This one has to sit over here. And then that means that this one is over here. Like, okay, so these 4 pieces have to go over here. Sure, that's not necessarily much information, but it's technically something. What if we do this maneuver? Can I work anything out there? No. Because if I try to do that, then there's not enough. Whatever. So we can always try that with something. You and you. Again, I'm pretty certain this one has to sit there. So then what option do I have to fit stuff in there? So, again, I think more than likely this, which would then mean, in theory, this, but then we run into the issue of either way I do that, it doesn't work. But so then, okay, well then we do this. Okay, now what? Because now we have this little spot here that I can't get. I guess. Well, if I do that, if I put this in here, I have to change this. Because that can no longer fit. That just straight up doesn't work. So I don't think this can go, well, yeah, I don't think that can go there. So then what can go over there? Is it this one? Yes. Because that doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't fit. That one technically works, so now we can adjust from here. Maybe it's then that and this. But that would then kind of be the only one that can fit in there, and that doesn't work. What other? That doesn't work. What if I put this here? Does that change up enough? What if I do that? That doesn't work, because again, this one has to sit over here. If I do this, then there's just an open hole. I'm starting to think that maybe the green can't go in there. Then what goes in there? Okay, if we take that out and maybe put like this in here, and then this, and then this, and then this. No, how about you? What about you there? I feel like we're getting close, but not close enough. If we do that, and that, a little hole in there, which in theory could be filled with that. Now that we're running into an issue of where we stick this. Maybe it goes in there instead. Nope, then we have this, which can't get filled with anything. That's again too much space. So I don't think. What if we do this? Shit, aggravating. Again, I really want to try and figure this out because, again, I have never actually done this puzzle before. I guess in theory I could technically put this in. Like this, though, then we have this weird spot here. No. No. Obviously no. This is annoying. Okay, I feel like this one has to go up here somewhere. So we have 4 spaces overall that we can use at the top. So what if we try starting with that and then adjusting from there? No, nothing could fit in there. Nothing could fit in there. Nothing could fit in there. It's just such an awkward, like... spot to be in. So what if we... do this? And this, again, this is basically what I've had before. Maybe I can somehow figure something else out. Nope. And then again, just nope. The thing is now I don't have any way of fitting this in with anything else. It's so close. So close. That's obviously not going to work, but same with that. Again, it's half the time I need... if I had 2 of these, I could just stick them there. It's this one, and this one that are the most annoying to try and figure out how they fit in anywhere. Why do you have to be so annoying? I do like that, and then nope, because I can't get anything in there. Yes, I could do this, but then Are you kidding me? I just figured it out. This has taken me, and I kid you not now, over a decade Someone
Hey
take a
dude, check it
screenshot
out.
for
It
me.
looks like there's another scroll in there.
Jeez, man.
Oh no, I can't read a word of this. Can you help us out?
Kids these days, these are simple hieroglyphics. When did they stop teaching hieroglyphics in school?
Well, we're also from the U.S.,
What does
so...
it say?
Well, it goes something like this. The threat to our land is deep and dark. Stopping it won't be a walk in the park. But you have proven worthy and wise. What a swell bunch of gals and guys. Yeah. But when the pretender tries to take the throne, you won't be able to stop him alone. You'll find allies in a secret place on the Nile, but getting there may take you a while. You can't walk or fly there. You'll have to float. So get out of here and go south in a boat.
That has to be the worst piece of poetry I have ever heard.
I love how the kids
heard the man.
figure
Let's go find
that
a
it's actually still the thing. Like, it's been written. It's the guy. It's the guy. The guy is just messing with them. He's like, yeah, I'll help you out, but I'm also gonna mess with you. Gotta love it. Anyways, and lap trap. Let me fast travel.
Hello there.
South.
We're headed south and in a hurry. Do you have a boat we can rent?
Sure do, but there's some assembly required. Here's what you gotta do. Select the parts you want from the sign. You need one hull, one motor, and one sail. When you're ready to go, launch the boat.
Okay. And that's going the wrong way.
Actually, we need to build a boat that will sail to the south.
Yes, because...
Don't worry, I've got plenty of spare parts. You can build another boat.
Is clearly any of this... Okay, fine then. Ah, apparently that's the combo I need. Like I'm gonna know that. Oh, that was rude.
The boat's coming to a stop by itself.
And look,
You're out of fuel.
there seems to be a large obelisk behind those trees.
You're a large
I wonder
obelisk
if
behind the
that's the
trees.
secret place on the Nile the antique dealer mentioned.
Owen's right. ClueFinders, let's dock this boat and check it out.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy.
Hello, darlings.
Rats. Or I
I
guess
see
technically
you have
mice.
found your way to my palace.
Indeed.
The help you seek
Is that supposed to be the same
lies
hat?
within.
I don't know.
All right, let's go in.
I'd love to let you through, but first, there is the small matter of the palace doors. As you can see, they are covered with lovely gems set in beautiful patterns.
Yes.
But some of the gems were stolen by the vile mice in this area.
Why don't you go and get them back?
Well, darling,
You could eat them.
these mice are a little bizarre. They seem to be convinced that they are ancient Egyptians and spend their days building pyramids and columns and such. They are a
And
little
such.
too weird for me.
Don't be such a fraidy cat.
Let me propose a bargain. If you get those
Stop
awful
doing
mice to
poor
give you
puns.
back the stolen gems and use them to complete the pattern on each of my 5 doors, I will open the doors for you. When you have repaired all 5 doors, you can enter the palace.
So kind
Sounds
of
like a plan to me. Let's go see those mice.
We're gonna go see a bunch of mice. Or the mice in the room with us. Okay, what the? Okay, whatever. I guess that was where we came up from, technically, even though we came from this side. Whatever. Or is it gonna be that? No, I'm pretty certain, yeah, it just wasn't letting me go. Okay, whatever. Be that way. Or, oh, I have to come to this side? I don't know. We're gonna go this way. Remember which mice are in which location? Nope. Hey, it's Santiago's
Hey,
mouse.
you're right on time. I'm fixing nothing. Master builder. This palace is going to be state-of-the-art. 10 floors, 50-car garage, 250-watt stereo system, an ancient Egyptian temple with all the modern amenities.
Cool, if that's what you want.
To help me build a column, drag the column pieces from the ground onto the column base. You need to build a column that's exactly the height shown on the blueprint.
Okay.
Build 3 columns and earn a gem. Now that's quality craftsmanship.
Not really. I kind of just stack things on top of it.
Hey, most excellent.
I try. Nope. So that one.
You are saving me time.
Indeed.
Okay, set them up.
Set them up, you knock them down? Something along those lines? That's just right. Because I don't need the fraction.
You have done a
And
gem
I don't
of a
need the
job.
second decimal point. I can count.
Oh, you could build your own palace.
Is that so? Is that so? You could just give me what I want, though, instead of making me build things for you.
Here, you earned it.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, one more time.
One more time.
Now that's quality craftsmanship.
I don't believe you when you say this, but you know, we're gonna go with it anyways. That one is incredibly easy. I mean, obviously these have been easy, but that one's just like... You don't have to do... It's just like the most basic of regular addition there. Anyways.
Put this in a safe place like that.
Backpack.
Okay, you can still help, but I won't be able to pay you.
Well, then I'm gonna leave because I can. Let me go. Is this Leslie Owen?
Hey, dude, what you building?
I'm not a dude, I'm a mouse, see? And we're building a pyramid, one sentence at a time, see? And we could use some giants like you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much does the job pay?
Don't worry about that, kid. You'll
You're
earn
not
a
getting
gem.
paid anywhere.
Okay, now, a couple of the stones in this sentence are wrong.
They're
Fit the stones with the
wrong.
correct words into the sentence, see?
Sing.
You're doing all right, see? Keep this up and you'll go places, kiddos. All right, bring on the blocks. There's no time to lose.
They just disintegrate.
Let's keep those stones
Anubis
moving.
be a god just showing with the head of it. Showing with the head.
You guys are the real deal. You're big time. Yeah, sure. Big time. All right, bring on the blocks. There's no time to lose. Let's keep those stones moving.
Mummies were closed and coffins to be protected for the afterlife. Preserved.
You
not
birds are sharp,
persevered.
real keen. Yeah, that's it. They're little, but they've got what it takes. Yeah.
Perserved? Is that even a word? I don't think it is. You got anything else for me?
Hey, I got a little problem.
I'm
I'm
not gonna pay
temporarily
you.
out of gems, see?
See, this is a believable one of like, they had stolen them and they're just like, well, I don't want to give you any, so I won't, and like that sort of shenanigans. Is Leslie? No, this is Johnny.
What have we here?
Greetings! I am the great artist of this land. I have just drawn a masterful hieroglyph here. You can help me by making a sentence to describe my drawing. Move the stones from below into the space underneath my drawing. Choose the words that best describe my beautiful pictures. When
The
you're
large beast
done,
leaps at
put
the
stone
giraffe.
with a period on it at the end of the sentence.
Yes, I am aware of how sentence structures work. The beast leaps at the man. Period.
I think that sentence needs more words.
Well, then fine. The large beast leaps at the man.
Your sentences
You're
are
not
as
exactly
good as
giving me a
my
whole ton of
drawings.
information here.
Here's
so-
another masterpiece. Every time you complete 2 sentences, you'll
Ooh,
earn a gem. Not a bad deal, huh?
Not a bad deal, huh?
A mule pulls a cart quickly.
Can I just do that?
You'll need
Down a road.
So fast, so quick. I mean, granted, depending on what's in that,
You
it
and
could
I,
be.
as a duo, we are magnifique. Hey, pals, check out this hieroglyph.
Sailor, a sailor, watches the bird fly to the rock. It's attacking Dwayne.
You understand my
How short that
unique
animation is.
style,
Just
no? Here's
Lands.
another one.
It's basic. Okay, whatever. A graceful bird will fly to a rock in the sea. Except for the fact that
Your
the
sentences are as good as my drawings. As a bird must fly, so I must like paint.
I don't know why. This guy was always my favorite one in this. Anyways. The hawk will catch the slithering snake. I mean, I don't know. Is the snake squirming? Goodbye,
You and
Mr.
I,
Snake.
as a duo, we are magnifique. And now for another like masterpiece.
A man watches, because it's not sees, a bird fly hello high in the Skype. In the sun, clearly.
You understand my unique style, no? It is marvelous to have your help, but for now I'm all out of gems.
Well, thank you for the gems regardless, my friend. We will leave now. And we will go over here. And now Leslie gets to have her own mouse as well.
Greetings. Can we help you?
Can we help you?
Can you help me? My dear child, you can have my
Forgot how
job. I
dramatic
am
this guy
Postmaster
is.
General, and these are my associates.
Hello?
You need to direct my associates from the start position on the map all the way to the cheese.
Why can't I remember the
To
first
tell them
one's
how to
name?
get there, move the pieces with the correct directions on them from below onto the scroll here.
Larry, Harry, and Shemp. I don't think that's what it was. Larry, Curly, and Shemp. Why can't I remember the first two? I remember it was Shemp, and then the other one was Mo. Anyways, I have one. 5 directions. So we're gonna go. I'm assuming 1. Okay, there's not 1. Correct. 1 square is 2 miles. There's not a 2 miles north. Okay, so we're going northwest by 4. It goes 1, 2. Then do we go south or southwest? No, we just go west by 2. So then we land here. Then we go south by a lot. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have to go this way, and then we head north. 1, 2, 3. That should be it.
Expedite our task, fellas.
For rapidness is the key to the completion of our mission. Unless I messed it up, which I did not.
Hey, fellas! Cheese!
Oh, you are
I
the
could do that
clever
too.
one. Here's a gem.
Ta-da. They don't remove the other
I
sprite
like you
during that
kids,
animation.
so winsome and winning.
Okay, okay, I have to get 5, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So north 6, and then east 2. I'm assuming this is one that I can go. East is only 6, so we're gonna. Do I have? Okay, we're gonna go 2 north, so that we can go 2 that way. 2 northeast. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So now that's where the that. And then 1, 2, 3. So another 6 east, and then southeast for 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, you rodents, spread out.
All right, you rodents, spread out.
Hey, fellas, cheese!
Luckily, my messengers work for cheese.
See, they work for cheese, but they don't get any cheese because you keep eating it all as soon as it arrives.
Wow, you kids never quit. You've got character and guff.
I'm assuming for northwest, I can go 1. Is that gonna get? Am I gonna run into stuff there? Okay, hold up. Northwest, I only have 1 northwest, correct? Yes. I'm assuming then I'm fine there? Or no, I do have, okay, I have 1 down here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10 west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's an 8. Or south. So yes, there's a 7 south. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Or no, we go 8. And then we go northwest. So we'll land here and then there.
Let's get a move on.
Also, why does he turn blue there? I don't know. This one just takes the longest because you're having to reference this so many times.
You're so clever. You could take my job.
I'm doing your job. I'm the one charting your map.
I'm fresh out of gems, but I know you're wonderful. You'll work for free, right?
Nope.
This here is a...
Eat it.
We're back, and we have all 12 gems.
Okay.
Just take the gems from your
So it's just a
backpack
4 pattern.
and use them to complete the pattern on the door.
So
That's all you need to do.
let's show you. So that would be then this. And then this. Yeah. So circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical. So circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical. Circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical. Circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical. Circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical. Circle, horizontal, diamond, vertical, circle. Ta-da. I don't think...
How magnificent! You have unlocked the first door.
I don't know if I have
Now
to
there are
actually...
only 4 more to go. You will need 12 more gems from those horrid mice for the next one. Come back when you have the gems you need to repair the door.
Okay, I don't think I have to go in, so I can just go... I'm gonna also start with this one, just because it does take the longest.
Fantastic! Fabulous places, everybody! Action! Roll 'em!
I'm assuming just 6 south. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 or 8 west. So I'm looking for... I don't see a 14. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. I could do either or. And I'm assuming it's going to be 5. So is there a... There's not a 2 south is the issue. So, okay, because what do I... Wait, how do... There's a 2 east, so it's this, and then east. And then southeast.
Let us expedite our task, fellas.
Yeah.
For... Okay.
All right.
I messed up my counting there. Anyways. 1, 2, 3. This is literally basically just the reverse of the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 northwest. 1, 2, 3. So then just 6 west. And then 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming for 6 south. To then go 1, 2. So go southwest. And then we go 4 south.
All right, you rodents.
Wow, you kids never quit. You've got character
Again, these are all
and
just
guff.
reversed. So that's gonna be south. I can't go. Oh no, I can't go. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need a 16, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's. Yep. So 10 east, and then southeast.
Okay.
Let's get them all on. And again, I think this should be the last one from here, but we'll see.
Luckily, my messengers work for cheese.
Yep. Better hope they eat it before, at least some of it, before they arrive, though, because otherwise, yeah.
I'm fresh out of gems, but I know you're what?
You're wonderful. You work for free.
Hey, we gotta stop meeting like this.
Okay then. Also, it's interesting that Santiago is the only one where you actually get to see, like, his face during it. Anyways. So that's basically 6. So if I, yeah. It happens.
You have done a gem.
You have done a gem. That is inaccurate. I have never had intercourse with a gem. Haha. 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 Also, I was literally two of the same. Yeah, that's qua. What's qua?
Oh, you could build your own palace.
getting to the point where there's nothing to commentate on, so the commentary coming out of my mouth is just nonsensical gibberish. Anyways. Hey, look, it's...
Hey, most excellent.
Cute. See you. Excuse me. Okay, apparently I did my math wrong there.
You are saving me time.
Indeed.
Okay, set them up.
Set them up and you'll knock them down and all those shenanigans. You can't be it. Those are interesting because...
You have done a gem of a job.
Obviously, part of the difficulty of... the, like, highest difficulty, whatever, is the fact that it's, like, to the second decimal point, which is where they're trying to put most of their difficulty, but the fact that it's only ever requiring 2 is pretty interesting. So I realize it's just that.
Hey, most
excellent. I don't know if it is the case, but I feel like at some of the earlier ones, you have to do, like, different stuff. Excuse me. Hold up. Brain kicking a high gear here, please. No, it's just that.
Here! You earned it.
Also, I don't know why, for the longest time, I thought this was some form of
you
hammer.
can still help, but I won't be able to pay you.
See, this guy I like. He's at least willing to say, like, you know, like, you can stick around and help, but...
I've got gems, see, and plenty of them, yeah.
Defeated. Syrians who came from the east.
You're doing all...
Greeks couldn't identify pictographs of the god of silence.
Not
how ironic. Belief in the goddess Isis originated in the Delta region. I mean, technically started.
Good job, but like I said, I'm all cleaned out, see? All right, bring on the blocks. There's no time to lose.
Apparently, I messed up enough here that it's like, we need to have you do this.
I'm so happy.
A man swims Peru skillfully in the choppy ocean. Interesting.
You're sent.
A large beast leaps at the giraffe man. A mule pulls a cart quickly down a road. I guess it's because I was testing for so long. Okay, that's interesting. You can't skip the first one, but you can skip the second animation.
You understand my
unique style, no?
As a bird must fly, so I must like
paint. Interesting. Oh, hang on, look at that. A sailor watches the bird fly to the rock.
Your sentences are as good as my drawings.
You can redo the animation.
And now for another, masterpiece.
Wait, that one just didn't... Okay. A graceful bird will fly to a rock in the sea.
You and I, as a duo, we are magnifique.
I feel like I don't think you're supposed to be able to skip these ones, or maybe I don't know. The hawk will catch the slithering snake. Interesting. A man watches a bird fly high in the Then interesting. So you can't click in here, but you can click below. The man directs the sailboat's course. Interesting. I'm curious now if it will. Also, I think they take the ring here. No, they don't quite.
Fast
They haven't
approaching,
quite.
Professor. Soon my minions will return with the ring, and the power of chaos
Da-ding,
will be
da-ding.
mine to control.
Oh, will it
You
now?
can't control chaos, Loveless.
That's kind of the point of it.
Can you? You're tangling with forces beyond your comprehension.
Nonsense, my dear Professor. I comprehend just fine.
Oh, he
With
called-
the
he
power
called the
of
professor
Set
dear.
at my
He was
side, the
very-
world will soon rue the day they ever heard of me.
Me.
Oh dear.
I think here's where it happens. Yes.
I
Swallowed my mint. Great joke. Love it. Love the yolk. Okay.
We're back, and we have all 12
This
gems.
appears to just be a
Just take the
color
gems from
thing.
your backpack and use them to complete the pattern.
The pattern. No, green. So, green, red, blue, yellow, 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 green, red. Did I need to repeat it like that? No. Did I choose to?
Darlings,
Yes. Are you gonna have to deal with
truly
it?
fantastic. You've managed to
Yes.
repair the second door. I'm afraid you need to go back to those dreadful mice to gather up 12
Dreadful
more
mice.
gems. The third door is buried even deeper within the palace. Come back when you have the gems you need.
I'm curious.
Am I glad to see you? I was beginning to think I might have to do all this work
One,
myself.
two, border. Two northwest, one west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. 16 east, and then 6 north.
I like you kids. So winsome and winning.
So winsome and winning. North. That's south. There we go. I'm like, there's got to be a northeast here.
So, are we done? Not yet.
I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, I kind of more or less already know these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one.
All right, you rodents.
Be sure to give the directions.
Do you have any more? That's the main question.
I need my associates to bring me the cheese. To direct them to the cheese, place the correct directions from below onto the scroll here.
I'm going to assume he doesn't have any.
Ooh, am I glad to see you?
I don't know, are you?
It's so hard to find good help these days, especially giant help, if you know what I mean.
I don't know, do I? Might need to elaborate.
Oh,
Oh. Harbadar. Harbadar. Harbadar.
You have done a gem
of a job. So give me a gem every time I do this, huh? Just an idea there, bruv. No.
Put this in a safe
I could have
place
done
like
the
that.
math there, but I didn't want to. Should near 4.
Okay, one more time.
Dote.
Now
Also, they're
that's
inside the
quality
thing.
craftsmanship.
They pop out of it and then seal themselves. Okay, they do not seal themselves inside it. They are intelligent enough to not do that. That seems wrong. Is that wrong? No, that's not wrong.
You are saving me time.
Yep. Do you have another one?
How about these?
Okay. How about damn apples?
Hey, most excellent.
After
Now
I get this
that's
last gem
quality
here, I need to go pee. Alright, this is the last one for here, yes?
Here!
You earned it!
Okay, you can still help, but...
Alright, I'll be right back, because I just need to go pee. So, give me 1 sec. Oh no, what is he scared about? He go yelp. Hi, I'm back.
Well, here we go again. You work, you earn. See?
Guide Ra on his journey through the underworld. Okay. The riddle of the Sphinx is about the 3 stages of life.
You guys are the real deal.
Give it a
You're big
thing
time.
here to see if he's got any more gems or not.
Let's go, you mice. We've got lots of work to do, see?
Because since I did it perfect the last time, he might give me 3, or it might just be I have to get 4 from there.
All right, step it up. No vacation, see?
There's a stone beam with a pyramid shape at the top.
Something doesn't...
Column.
You birds are sharp.
Anyways. Can I grab this stupid thing? Thank you. His hand's like, I'm gonna murder you! Anyways,
Demoralize.
Demoralize. That's what I heard. I love how the thing is, this one I'm surprised. Because there are a lot of these ones.
Your sentences are as...
Like, I'm really surprised that these are, like, not all of, like, not a lot of them, and they keep cycling the exact same ones, which, yes, granted, I am, you know, again, starting on the hardest difficulty so they don't get harder as time goes on, whatever. But even still, I'm a little shocked that they just don't have any of them. Like, this one's one that I feel like isn't hard to just, whatever. Then again, isn't this literally just the exact same stuff? Like, I think this is literally... Yeah, no, it's all the exact same. Why does this one not cycle at all? It's kind of boring. Because some of these ones were like kind of fun. Although no, because the one had the ocean, but I don't know. I don't know. Regardless, that's 12, yes. Yes. Okay, here do we... Okay, here we go. They're gonna take the ring! Chant here. Chant. I could take it.
Come to Papa, little ring.
Yuck! Is that thing alive?
Not really.
Hey, you guys feel like giving me a hand here or what?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
They got the ring!
Oh no.
Who were those
When no one, and I mean no one, moves to help Joni, who is getting manhandled, imagine that. They're going to easily take the ring from her. Even if it wasn't attached, also, I swear, was it on her left hand? I don't know. I mean, further proof it's a wedding ring. No, it's like, just not even the least bit of assistance. Again, like, they had difficulty taking it off. In theory, these guys could be like, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to cut off her finger. They're lucky she didn't have that happen, because otherwise... Anyways.
We're back, and we have all 12 gems.
Just take the
So
gems
it's-
from your backpack and use them to
Long diamond. And then it's just alternate colors. Cool. No, not the backpack. Okay, fine then. Be that way. 2 more
Well
times.
done! How wonderfully you restore the ancient patterns! Only 2 more doors remain between you and your goal. You'll need 12 more gems from those awful rodents to open the next one.
They're awful. They keep calling me names. Alright.
All right.
All right. Set him up.
Set him up. What's your type? Still let me set him up. I don't know. Maybe they are like all in a love triangle themselves. I don't know. I don't know these things. You'd have to tell me. Anyway, no, there we go. I'm like, it's not for.
Oh, you kids never quit. You've got character and guts.
Oh, that was impressive. Oh, and of course, I say it when he's talking, so I can't like sound clip it or something. Anyways, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lettuce. Lettuce. I like lettuce. I had some earlier in a salad. Thank you.
Back for more, huh?
That didn't look enough. He's like, wait a second, I didn't check that even works. Because, yes, the fun thing here is the fact that you, most of the time, don't even really need to look at the majority of it. You just need to figure out, to make a whole, whole decimal point, or sometimes just whole number, just look at the second one and figure out where you need to go from there. It's like, 5 and 5. I don't even need to figure out that, okay, well, that's going to get you to 90 and then whatever. Excuse me. It makes life real simple. Again, there. Not even thinking about it most of it. Not thinking about most of it. Ooh, this one's real short. This one's shorter than the one guy who I made himself call himself short. Okay, Herbiter.
Now that.
Oh, now that. That should be all from here. Gain knowledge of the world from merchants. Here, when you have the is one of the birthplaces of civilization. Okay. Sound travels. Wait.
Not a bad gig, eh? I'm impressed, yeah. They're little, but they've got
Sound
what it
travels faster
takes.
through water
Yeah.
than air? I feel like I need to fact check that.
Hey, I got a little problem. I'm temporarily out of gems, see? I may have some more later, but if you want to stay and help, that's okay with me, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Sound travels at a faster speed in water, about 1,500 meters per second, than in air, which is only about 340 meters per second. Because of the mechanical properties of water differ from air, temperature will affect the speed of sound, whatever. It is very influential in some parts of the ocean. That's kind of weird. That is bizarre. Obviously you couldn't see it, but like, see again, like there is
art.
Why is Peru there anyways? That's really kind of odd. Huh. I don't know, that's kind of boggling my mind right now. The fact that it's I'm trying to think the logistics of like how that works though, and my brain is really not wrapping around that. I mean, I guess I think the one thing that my brain is going to of why that works is because of the, like, for lack of a better term, consistency of like water, because air has different pressures. I mean, so does water, but whatever. It's like it's got different values of how much of any given type of whatever, and I guess water just doesn't have that, and so it, I don't know, that's weird.
What have we here?
Daring! Get on your knee. Propose to the professor.
Well done,
We know you
my
love him.
minions. You have returned with the ring. Now, quickly, return to the tomb and prepare the ancient contraption of chaos. Soon, the ceremony begins.
That would be ACC.
Not the ancient contraption of chaos. I beg you to reconsider,
AC.
Loveless. You're making a terrible
He's
mistake.
activating AC.
Oh, am I, Professor? Am I?
That's what he said. I think he fully intended what he said. He is kind of a... whatever the word is that I'm looking for. You're not going to find a whole ton with binoculars in here, Johnny. What is the word I'm looking for? Not blatant. Whatever. He basically speaks without any sort of, you know,
We're back,
bigger
and we
meaning
have
behind
all
it.
12 gems.
Just take the gems from your backpack
Okay,
and
well,
use
it would
them to
appear that it
complete the
goes
pattern on the door. That's
diamond, whatever. This is so difficult. Can you not tell how difficult it is? I mean, obviously it's not intended to be difficult, but... One more.
what bold adventurers you are.
Uno más.
Only one more door to go.
It's also
I'm
like...
afraid you'll need to go back to those repugnant mice to
I love
gather
all
up
the-
12 more gems.
the different adjectives used. Hey, look, we're back here.
Aha, my young assistant, you're back.
And then 2 west, and then south. I'm glad I looked at that. Anyways, and then north.
All
right, you rodents.
So, are we done? Not yet.
That is correct. I still have to get 2 more gems from you. 4, and then northeast by 4, and then north by 6, and then west, east, that's that direction, and then...
Let us. Wow, you kids never quit. You've got character and guff.
Character and growth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. I can't remember if this was the 14 one or not. Anyways, this one, and then this one.
Okay, let's get a move on.
Hey, fellas! Cheese!
Luckily, my messengers work for cheese.
They work for cheese. I work for cheese. Cold cheddar. Cold hot cash.
I'm fresh out of gems, but I know you're wonderful.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Wait. Did I ever do this one? Probably not. I don't think I ever did that one. Anyways.
Okay, are we on the same page?
I don't know, are we? Are we on the same page? Are we reading from the same book even? And then there were me. And then the wormy. Also, that's 10 inches. Funny thing is, that's probably actually 10 inches on my screen. Actually, no, not quite. It's more like 8. Anyways. No, okay. Like, wait a second, that's not quite right. That's not correct. Something on that I don't like, which I forgot to mention, and I'll mention now, but also I'll mention when we actually see it. I finally found a copy of Zoombeanies that works.
I've got gems, see, and plenty of them. Yeah. You're doing
in the vacation than in the school. A desert gets less than 10 inches of rain
not a bad
per year, which is why Utah is considered a desert. Except for last year, apparently. Jeez, it rained so much. Is a large city as well as the capital of... I know how to spell things. Okay, Joni, bring us home.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. The man directs the sailboat's course. A man Peru skillfully in the chops. Or tastefully in the chops. The landing animal leaps at the giraffe man. A mule behave drags a cart smoky down a road. Imagine if anyone was actually trying to learn anything out of this and they just hear me having these random shenanigans that do not make it. A seller seen the bird cheer fly to the rock. A grace bird. Wow, I actually grabbed it. I'm so intelligent. B, fly to a rock in the sea. Okay, we'll let him say his final piece here, and then
you understand my unique style, no? It is marvelous to have your help, but for now I'm out of gems.
See, even there, like, you know, he's like, I appreciate your help, but I cannot pay you. No, it's in a fuller resolution. He's marrying Set? Is that what's going on here?
Oh no! Oh yes!
Och no.
With these ancient pistons and gears in place, this pyramid, long buried underground, will rise from beneath the tomb. And with the pyramid in place, we will be ready to conduct the ceremony. Soon, I will be the most powerful villain
also, if they're going
on Earth.
down, that would have to have stuff up. There's just a rock just sitting there. Just keep it, like, you know, to an extent there. The ring hasn't done anything yet. I don't think it technically does anything, period. My man, there's just a rock here. They just casually, like, they just put it there when they built the thing. They're just keeping the thing from ascending to heaven. Yes. He's Cleopatra.
We're back, and we have all
Who
12
I don't
gems.
believe is actually Egyptian, if I
Just
remember
take
correctly.
the gems from your backpack and use them to complete the pattern on the door.
Okay, so
That's all you need to do.
So every other is a blue, and then it just alternates whether it's a green or a yellow. Okay.
Congratulations, my young
Hold
friends.
it.
You may now enter the palace.
That's the wrong
what
one.
you see inside may surprise you.
I don't like surprises.
Come on, Laptrap. You know that after all this work, there has to be something good in there for us.
Well, let's check it out.
I pressed the NFL button. Anyways, allow us to go ascend to godlyhood. Not quite yet, right? There's this. I forgot that this part is here.
The ancients have set forth their challenge. None but the worthy and wise may cross the river on the bridge of crocodiles.
Gotta get
This is
across
the
that
giant
stretch
crocodiles.
of river. I guess we couldn't jump it, huh?
Stop breaking the fourth wall. Stop it. You're not allowed.
I remember reading that some ancient civilizations used to build their bridges in segments.
Yes, that's it. Each of those crocodiles has a piece of a bridge on their head. If only we could find a way to knock those crocs into the water.
Hey, look at
I
that
have an
ancient
experience with
mechanical
crocs in water.
I bet we could use it to lower the statues into the river. Just drop in a ball.
Point and launch. Are you sure it's as simple as that?
Well,
Indeed.
let's give it a shot and see what happens.
It's not quite that easy, young mortals. First, you'll need to move the launcher to the right position. Then, you must use the right force, angle, and mass. To start, choose a ball and place it in the launcher.
No, to start, I'm gonna move it. Anyways, we'll go a little bit. We'll go the 5, and we'll go 4.
Truly, the wisdom demanded by this task is great. use the markings along the horizontal track to change the launch position.
Okay, so I think I actually had that correct. What? Screw you.
That ball didn't fly.
What? Give me my 5. Up 1. Okay, screw you. Give me my stupid ball. What do you... Okay, this is starting to piss me off.
That ball didn't.
What if I go 7 and 9?
That was a good toss.
That hits
but
it.
Only the wisest may crot.
Goodness. That was too high. Can it? Hello?
A little too high. By scientific reasoning, and use less
Apparently
force,
it
a
was-
ball with greater mass are a different angle. Remember,
Shush. That didn't hit. I refuse to believe that. What do you mean? What about 8? Okay, fine. What about 5? What are you? I just what? 4. What do you? What do you mean? Fine, we'll go with the 5, and we'll go with 3. Okay, fine. 5 and 6, or 5. Work. What do you mean? Oh my goodness. 7 and 6. 7 and 8. Okay, so yeah, no, it's... What do you mean? 8 and 7. It is right there. It's starting to piss me off. Fine, we'll go 9. How about that?
Truly an impressive performance, oh tiny mortals.
So I'm hitting
But
here.
You will need to further.
I hate you. You make me sad. I refuse to believe that that was not a direct hit, but okay. I am so annoyed with this right now.
Verily, thou art mighty and
I can't even go full whatever. Fine, we'll go 4 and 7. Huh. Whatever, we got
puzzle
it.
of the ancients and may cross. You are worthy champions.
All
So
right,
scuffed.
we bridged the river, and I have a feeling something big is waiting just on the other side.
Indeed, something too big,
Let's
technically.
go.
It's too big.
Wow.
In fact, so big that
What
they're
is
not
this
allowed
place?
to
Remember the
help
obelisk
us,
on top
technically.
of the palace?
Yeah?
I believe we're now inside it.
That's crazy. We'd never fit inside that.
You guys were walking
You know, you
so
would
much.
if it was magic.
Magic.
All right, what is going on?
Indeed.
Hiya, kids. Welcome to our palace.
We're like really happy to see you, man.
Hey, look, it's a stoner.
Ooh, you better tell him, Horace. Yes, time is of the essence.
Okay, okay. We've been checking you kids out. You've got
That's
spunk.
creepy.
I'm telling you,
These are
man,
miners.
each of you has intense gifts within you.
Yeah, and since you got a big battle with the forces of chaos coming up, we're gonna enhance your gifts by giving you special powers.
Ah, thank you.
We'd fight the forces of
Must be
chaos
below this
ourselves,
height.
but
Again, too big.
we've got a little height problem. Anyway, you wacky kooky kids, get
Wacky
ready, cause
kooky
here
kids.
it comes.
So why does the bird have
Owen,
teeth?
Flight.
Leslie.
Intelligence.
Santiago?
Strength. And a bigger shirt.
Johnny. Bravery.
Bravery.
Wow. All right. Neat. Squawk.
Santiago
Hey, nice
turned into
spending
Dr.
time with you.
Mundo.
Good luck, kids.
We're gonna shoot you out of a fireball.
Look at the palace.
The professor is somewhere inside that thing. Let's go, ClueFinders.
Owen looked baked out of his mind. They're just like, huh? Oh, I love it. I love it. Also,
Guess we won't be getting back out that way.
wait. This is a very minor thing, but a confusing thing. More or less, everyone kept their exact same outfit. Like, I'm sure that, like, I don't know, maybe Leslie had longer pants or something. Santiago had a shorter shirt. Why is Joni now, like, the skirt, sure, but, like, why did her outfit change so drastically? I don't know.
Well, what have we here? Looks like a group of fresh young heroes. Unfortunately, I already had a hero sandwich for lunch. Who are you people, anyhow?
We're the ClueFinders.
Mhm.
We're gonna stop the forces of chaos.
Get out of here.
No, really.
No, really, get out of here. But to get out, you're gonna have to open the door by choosing the secret answer. Read the
Also,
question on the door,
I
then
can't
place the
remember if I
marker stone in the slot next to the correct
mentioned
answer.
this last
That
time or
sounds
not.
simple enough.
Simple, he says. I've been doing this for thousands of years, and I still don't understand it.
I can't remember if I mentioned this last time. This is the Sphinx. We're solving his riddles. Anyway, let me through.
Let's go. We have to find the professor.
So long, and remember to use caution. Caution comes in 4 delicious flavors: red, green, blue, and purple.
Purple. So fun. Oh no, I can't go back. Also, why is Owen, like, resting on his heels?
Hey,
I don't know.
haven't we seen you before?
Indeed.
I don't think so. In fact, I'm not sure I'm seeing you now. You might be something I ate.
Yeah. Anyways. No. Yes.
That wasn't it, but try.
That's not it. What? Oh, area. That would do it. That would do it. If it was parameter.
You kids
I
solved
was
this one
correct.
with style, which is more than I can say for the decor.
Mans has been underground for so long. He's like, how dare people show up enough to talk to me?
We must be going around in circles.
Actually, I'd say you were going around in a pyramid.
There's one in the corner. I thought that one they're using fractions and
Congratulations.
not.
I don't think I've ever seen such a brilliant performance. Now move along so I can rehearse my speech for the next group of young adventurers.
I love how they change that there. Whatever, brain is farting. Instead of, they used fractions there instead of, like, increments of time. Which, granted, I'm certain a lot of them aren't time increments, but still.
Check out that huge pit.
Jump in it, see what happens. Oh, and fly everyone across. I don't know.
Hello, young mortals.
Welcome.
Your voice
to the
is not
Castle of
nearly
Peril.
echoey enough.
I am Thoth, embodiment of knowledge.
That's how you pronounce the name that was
I
there
remember
before
reading
on the
about you
whatever.
in my Egyptian mythology book.
It is good that you are well read, for you will need to use your full mastery of language
I don't know
to
how they use this
overcome
guy
this
for a lot
obstacle.
of their
You
later
will
stuff.
need to spell words. Pick up the letter tiles
You
from the
can-
ground and place them upon the empty
Oh, yeah, I'll let
spots
him
on the
finish and then
bridge
I'm
over
missing
the
my thing.
chasm. I will tell you each word you must spell to complete the bridge.
Okay, can you do that?
Spelling our way out of trouble? This is going to be great.
You can
spell this word. 40. Nearly 40 dynasties have ruled over the ancient land of Egypt.
Cool.
40.
No, the thing I was gonna. You can rebuild the master trap and save the animals too. Also, I don't know what just happened to my nose, but it felt very uncomfortable.
Truly, you are wise and worthy.
Not pyramid.
The bridge is not yet complete. Now you must spell rhythm. Rattles were used to help keep the steady rhythm.
Where's an H? An N.
Take another look. Rhythm. Rattles were used to help keep the steady rhythm of
M.
Try again.
I put an E. No, there's not a vowel in it because Y is the only vowel. That's what it is. I'm just dumb.
Well done. Show your approval, my baboons.
Stop shaking your
To
butts.
further demonstrate your knowledge, try this word. Monotonous. The landscape of the Sahara may seem monotonous because there is sand as far as the eye can see. Monotonous.
N. Nope. I think my E might be incorrect there, but we'll see. Everything else I think I got.
Check your spelling. Monotonous. The landscape of the Take another.
Monotonous.
You must be wise indeed to solve these difficult challenges. Now spell this
If I
word.
could just jump.
Column. Each massive stone column supported walls and ceilings in check.
Nope, it's the other way around. Anyways. I had the proper letters at least.
Though you are young, you have truly absorbed the knowledge of the ages. For your next
I went to
challenge,
school, but
spell
not
this
really.
word. Occurred. The chemical reaction occurred 3 hours after the experiment began. Occurred.
Occurred. Is it 2 U's? I feel like it's 2 U's.
Well done.
Wait,
Show
that's
your
what?
approval, my baboons.
Is that really how you spell occurred? Excuse me, that seems incorrect. I knew there was a double something.
I've got to stop this. You will do no such thing.
He's just gonna
Seize
sit there.
him.
Seize him, because he was doing so much before.
Stop me now, Professor. Not you, and not your meddling students.
What about the gods infusing the power into the
The
students?
ceremony.
Oh right, the ring does this. Where's the pastor? Where's the pastor, man? You gotta tell me this.
Another door? I
It's a
can't wait
hippie.
to get out of these tunnels.
Tunnels? We must be in a subway station. No wonder my plane hasn't shown up yet.
So plus 6 and 3, so...
Keep going. Now there's an...
Or, no, it's plus, so it would be an even, but... I'm just dumb. Anyways.
See you in the funny papers. Of course, if you're in them, they couldn't be all that funny.
Oof. How dare you. I try, Mr. Sphinx. I'm doing my best to be a comedian. Anyways.
Oh man, it's that freaky dude with the head of a lion.
And the heart of a field mouse. Ironic, isn't it?
The heart of...
It's been a pleasure, as always.
And I always enjoy seeing you kids, though I enjoy it more when you're on the other side of the door. You're back, working your way through college, eh? Actually, you look a little too young for college. Junior
Just a
college,
bit.
maybe. How do you learn to be a junior?
How do you learn to be a junior? That would be... Or how much more would it need to? It was like, that's 3 and whatever. Not much. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
Thank you for stopping by. Maybe one of these days you can catch one of my shows at the Palace. The current picture is called Laugh Yourself Horace, as opposed to my last picture, which was Horace Feathers.
Maybe. Oh, brother. Also, I think there's only 3 of these.
You have
sets?
progressed
I can't
well
remember.
so far.
Or there could very well be 5.
But you must again prove yourselves worthy of entry
Just
into
give me
the
the
deeper
word.
realms of the pyramid.
What's the word of the day?
When I give you a word, use the
I know
letter
what to do.
tiles on the
Yes, I
ground
will what to
to
write.
fill in the empty spots
Give me
on
the
the
word.
bridge. Spell the word correctly to extend the
Tell me
bridge.
the word.
Caution. I must caution.
And
Well done. Show
apparently
your
we're gonna
approval,
go
my
and
baboons.
scratch his elbow or something.
The bridge is not yet complete. Now you must spell circular. Botanists calculate the age of...
Circular, I believe. L-A-R. Yes.
Truly, you are wise and worthy. To further demonstrate your
Huh?
knowledge, try this word.
It's just
Paralyzed. The man was paralyzed.
Ivy, pear. I think it's a double R.
Paralyzed. The man was...
Here, no, it's a Z, I think. Wasn't paralyzed?
Take another look. Paralyzed.
Wasn't I?
Try again. Paralyzed. The man was paralyzed by fear and couldn't move when... Check your...
Why?
You must be wise indeed to solve
Apparently
these
not.
difficult challenges.
Give me the word.
For your next
Give me the
challenge,
word.
spell this word.
Destruction.
dehydrated. During mummification, a special salt Though you are young, you have truly absorbed
I could have gone from caution
knowledge of the ages.
jumped over.
Now spell this word. Typhoon. A typhoon is a
I think it's just OON. Not another typhoon.
You must be wise indeed to solve these difficult challenges. To further demonstrate your knowledge, try this word. Antonym. An antonym for ancient is modern.
Not a B. That's definitely incorrect. My second vowel is probably incorrect. Okay, he said antonym. He's trying to say antonym. Not a Y, right?
Try again.
Antonym.
Truly, you are wise and worthy.
Who says antonym? It's
the bridge
antonym.
is not yet complete.
Whatever.
Now you must spell 40, nearly 40 dynasties.
40, because I clearly didn't start with that one. Anyways. Obviously, it's just however it decided.
Though you are young, you have truly absorbed the knowledge of the ages.
Thank you. I think there's one more. Like, set of that.
Set and grant me the power of ultimate chaos. I command you. Huh? My ring.
Hey, look.
Come back here.
The ring is being chaotic.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, bummer. It's almost as if chaos would be chaotic.
Welcome to the deeper reaches of the pyramid. Of course, you could tell that just by looking, couldn't you?
Furbury.
You had better go on and find your professor friend. I remember I once poked a professor in the temple. How he got into my temple, I'll never know.
But he poked him. You know, as sphinxes are known to do, poke professors.
We're getting a little impatient with all this.
Good thing you're not doctors, then. I'm glad I'm not one of your impatients.
Impatience. Ah.
Say, can't you tell us how to get through these tunnels?
I don't know about you, but the rest of my script is blank white paper.
Is that actually the last time I ran into him? No. The rest of my script is blank white paper. It would be funny, though, if that was the last time he shows up.
I've often thought that I wouldn't explore a pyramid that would have me as a guardian. But then what do I know?
Say, can't you tell us how to get through these tunnels?
That's a good question. I'm very glad you asked that question. Now beat it.
If they had swapped those around, it would have been perfect, because I'm pretty certain that is the last time the Sphinx shows up. So it would have been the rest of my script with blank white paper. And then he just doesn't show up again. Yeah, I think this is the last one.
I see that you have made progress deep into the pyramid. But the way ahead of you is long and arduous still.
Yes, because I have to deal with your ramblings.
You must build a bridge. Spell the words I give you by using the letter tiles to fill in the empty spots on the bridge.
Excuse me.
Artificial. Things created by man are...
think it's C-A-L? I'm doing something wrong here. Probably my pH, in all honesty. Yep. Art is yeah, art is C-E C-I. There we go.
You are wise and worthy.
Clearly not.
For your next challenge, spell this word.
I know the acronym.
Typhoon. A typhoon is a severe...
I'm surprised. I don't think there was a single repeat the entire last time I'd done this. Like maybe one? Typhoon!
Though you are young, you have truly absorbed the knowledge of the ages. Now spell this word. Column. Each massive stone column.
Yeah, this is a lot of repeats. Nothing.
You must be wise indeed to solve these difficult
challenges. Give me the word.
The bridge is not yet complete.
I can see that.
You must spell medieval during medieval time.
Where's the I? Medieval. I know that one. What should be wrong?
Take another.
L. Owl. Okay.
Well done.
I almost
so
knew
your
that.
approval, my baboons.
Stop shaking your ass in my face.
To further demonstrate your knowledge, try this word. Fascinating. Archaeology is a fascinating field of study.
Let's get the ing and see how much space we're working with, because I'm almost certain I'm spelling it wrong. I don't know. Let's just see if that's correct. Oh, I think it's SC. Maybe. Yep,
Truly,
that would be right.
You are wise and worthy. For your next challenge, spell this word.
Typhoon.
Caution. I must caution you.
Okay, I believe this is the
Show
last
your
one.
approval, my
I think.
baboons.
Stop shaking your ass. No one wants to see that.
Now spell this word. Occurred. The chemical reaction.
No one... There were so many repeats here. Anyways, again, I believe we're now to the final cutscene.
Though you are young, you have truly absorbed the knowledge of the ages.
No. One more? Are we done? Well, I'm pretty certain it's as soon as he... Like, as soon as we go through, it shows us. It was an engagement ring. See, he's married to Set.
Like you give chaos a bad name. And now, I grow fatigued by your foolishness.
Okay, I think this is the last set, because I don't think it goes the full 5 here.
We're getting really tired of seeing you around here.
You think this is tiring? Try sitting around staring at the same word problem for 1,000 years.
That's fair. Okay. Minus 1, minus 4, so minus 6, so...
That was a good...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That wasn't it.
Okay, so apparently I can't count, or they
What
can't
are you kids
do
waiting
it
for?
properly. I don't
If
know.
you want to get away from my jokes, you have to go through that door. I wish I could.
Get away from your jokes, or just go through the door, period.
Gee, look at the riffraff around here. It's getting so they'll let any group of superpower juveniles in. Nice try, kid.
No, that's 11. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
That was terrific. Kids like you don't grow on trees, although many of the things that do are higher in vitamin C.
Okay. Again, I still feel like they needed to actually program it so all from here is blank white paper.
I'd like to be the first to welcome you to what must undoubtedly be your favorite pyramid-enclosed weight problem chamber. Of course, I'll probably be the last to welcome you as well.
Is this the last one, please?
Well, it's been great working with
Yes.
you. You're now in the inner reaches of the pyramid, so you won't have to solve any more problems on these doors. Maybe I'll see you in the next adventure.
Not
Not likely. I didn't realize Owen was going to talk. Anyways. Final puzzle, quote unquote, is purple.
You are on the verge of finding that which you seek. Solve this ancient challenge one final time. When I give you a word,
Just give me
use
the word
letter
instead
tiles
of
on the
explaining it,
ground
because
to
you've
fill
explained this so
in
many
the empty
times.
spots on the bridge.
And I get maybe it's because
Spell
you
the word
have people
correctly to
leaving, but
extend the bridge. Circular. Botanists calculate.
R.
Though you are young, you have truly
So if there wasn't any
absorbed
repeats
the
before, that's
knowledge
impressive
of the
given the fact that we've done
ages.
so many of these.
The bridge is not yet
Anyways.
complete.
I
Now
know.
you must spell
Recycle.
exclaimed. The scientist exclaimed, Eureka, I have...
I believe it's claim. Yes.
You must be wise.
They keep doing these
indeed to
giant
solve
words that
these
don't get me
difficult
there.
Challenges.
Anyways,
Now
metamorphosis.
spell this word. Monotonous.
Monotonous.
The
You mean
landscape of the
this?
Sahara may seem monotonous.
Mono. I'm gonna work backwards here because I can't remember. Mono, monot, in, on.
Well done.
Monotonous.
Show your approval, my baboons.
Is it going to be this one and then one more? Please?
To further demonstrate
Since you
your
put it all the way over
knowledge,
there.
try this word. Obvious. The meaning of
Not a J. Okay, please. There's one last one.
Truly, you are wise and worthy.
Aye.
For your next challenge, spell this word. Travel. Caravans.
Travel. And done.
You
now it's just a bunch of
must be
cutscenes,
wise
so
indeed
I'll probably
to
be quiet for a
solve
bit.
These difficult challenges.
Okay, cutscenes. The Avengers have arrived.
Kids, what have we here?
Children.
Even punier humans.
You would know what a child
Who are
is.
you calling human? Just a minute. You can't mummify me, Set. I am your master. I command you to...
Yes, yes, yes. I grow fatigued.
I grow fatigued. Also, doesn't he end up as just him regular self? Like his regular self?
Hey, big bully. You don't scare us.
I love ads showing up at this point.
How are we gonna do that, Joni?
Yes. How indeed do you propose to do that, my friend?
I am no
Set.
I am
Chaos. And you must do as I say, for I
am very big, and you are very, very small.
Oh dear. Perhaps we should just run.
No way.
Owen was ahead of his time with his hairstyle.
a plan.
That's right. Joni, you distract him.
Hey, over here, you overgrown aardvark.
Owen, you fly Santiago up to those
What
pistons.
is that supposed to
Ready,
be?
buddy? Leave. Santiago, push those pistons back in.
Almost.
And don't forget the rock. Don't forget the rock.
But you distracted me.
You distracted me.
No! No!
The pyramid's collapsing.
Get me out of here!
Anyway, just
Wow, cool effects.
and then they're normal. Wait,
So that's how
Leslie
it
was wearing
ended.
a skirt
We all
before,
packed
so they
up 'cause
changed
it was
it.
time to head home.
Whatever.
Me, I was traveling incognito, so I wouldn't have to ride cargo.
You kids really saved the day.
Yeah, we stopped that set dude, but good.
And the artifacts were all recovered and returned to their rightful places.
Including the ring.
And the scroll.
Right.
Daring,
And I guess Alistair Lovelace won't be bothering Egypt or us again.
Good riddance. It'll be too soon the day I see that man again.
You're right, because that game was so bad. Anyways, the end. They didn't put a question mark. Congratulations! Your help enabled the ClueFinders to save the day in their Egyptian adventure. Do you want to brave these adventures again, or take a break? I'm done. That was fun. But the fact that that took 3 hours shows. Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom and then give thoughts and whatnot, so I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Okay, yeah, so kind of final remarks there. That ending though. No, I will say, as much as, yes, I was kind of griping at the end, I think that was mostly just tired and was playing the game for so long. If I'd taken a break, it probably would have been better. No, overall though, I think definitely a good game. You know, duh, imagine that. I think I looked at it and I had this game at the top, or not top, the bottom of A tier, which I think is, because I can't remember if I think I had 6th grade above it. 6th grade and this one are kind of interchangeable in my mind. I think the gameplay of this one is, in all honesty, miles above 6. Because 6 was very, like, obviously these are repetitive, because that's part of the learning process, is to repeat and learn and whatever. But I think the biggest thing was just the fact that brain function, you know, even with like the repetitive nature of these sorts of games, this one at least had a fair bit of variety, and like up until that like last part, and again that was just because I was playing for so long, it didn't feel monotonous, it didn't feel repetitive, it didn't feel whatever. Like obviously it was, but it didn't feel that way. You know, I felt like the whole time I was progressing and yada yada whatever, which 6 definitely struggled with a little bit in my mind. It definitely just felt kind of like you're doing the exact same thing over and over. And I think the big thing for that is that 6th grade only had like 2 areas. I mean, for instance, you know, this took me 3 hours or so. I think 6th grade took me an hour and a half. Storyline wise, humorous, obviously. The fact that it's, oh hey, you know, we have Alistair raises, like, I don't know if it's raises from the dead, or awakens, or releases from the underworld, whatever, brings Set into the world again, and then he gets defeated. This god of chaos incarnate is defeated because, like, again, granted, sure, power of the gods, but the actual practical application wasn't like, oh, we're fighting you, or no, it's, we're gonna pull these pillars up. Did they remember the rock, though? Because if they didn't remember the rock, but no, it's like, oh, we're gonna pull the pillars up, and then, oh, hey, look, now he's just gonna fall into the pit. The other thing then is, Alistair gets out of the pit. Why not Set? I don't, just questions. Anyways, no, I think it's a solid, like, A tier. Maybe, I don't think I saved. Did I save that anywhere? I can't remember. Let me find the stream where I, come on, scroll here. Let me find the stream where I had gone and, I think it was like here.
Scroll another back.
No. Okay, it had taken me 3 hours for that one. Anyways. Doing that. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and... So this was where I'd set everything before. Whatever. I guess I can have my own camera over, whatever. You get the idea. So would I change anything here? Not really. Because, again, like, 100% 3rd grade and 5th grade are staying at S. Like, I think that, yeah, even like Toy Store was kind of mid. Same with Search and Solve, which those are kind of, again, interchangeable. I just have more nostalgia for Toy Store. Reading Adventures wasn't bad. Math Adventures was pretty poor, but not as bad as the Mystery Mansion Arcade, which, again, yes, it's a completely different style of game, but I feel like it just did a lot of stupid stuff with it. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel, though, yeah, so I think I would put 4th grade slightly above 6th grade still. Like, I mean, arguably you could put those in B, but then you don't have anything in A tier and whatever, that sort of thing. No, because I feel like in that regard, they're solid games, but definitely weaker than the other, the 3rd and 5th grade, which again is like entirely like subjective. It's sort of a combination of nostalgia and just my experiences with them. I'm currently trying to decide if we go for a whatever it's called, if we end up continuing stream now, or if we just, like, if we continue and play something else, or if I just call it here, because I am a bit tired. We have been going for 3 hours, 3.5, because I'm fully down. I just also have, like, I'm going to an FHE ward event tonight, and so I want to, hey, that is really hard to read. Shirks1, thank you for the follow. Hope you've enjoyed stream so far. Also, yes, I changed my alerts up. Anyways, I'm trying to determine if I want to do more games right now, or if I'm too tired and kind of just want to relax. Because the thought would probably be to play Arthur's Camping Adventure if we do decide to continue the stream. But I'm also not necessarily fully... I mean, I could do like a round of League something, maybe. I will say I've definitely been playing a lot less League, which I am very glad for. Heaven knows I played way too much and got way too angry at that. Because, yeah, a lot of these other games are going to take a fair bit of time to actually play. It would take multiple... more than likely multiple streams, if nothing else, just more time than I currently am wanting to put into stuff. What all do I want to possibly do? I don't know. I think we might just end stream here, though. Also, I did have a question, which I'll probably... I don't know, I might post it to Twitter. I don't have enough people who actually interact with my stream, though, to more than likely get the question answered. You know, we lost all our progress from last stream on Minish Cap, and I want to know if people would prefer me to just off-stream kind of go through the VOD and do everything so that we're basically the same point. I could probably, like, I wouldn't have exactly the same kinstones and whatever, but I could get the fusions and any secrets done. So I could do that, or next stream we could do Minish. I don't know. The thing is, I have a lot of games that I want to play. And apparently a lot of them are retro. So apparently I'm becoming a retro gamer. a retro streamer or whatnot. I don't know. But no, I'm kind of just trying to figure out how all that's going to work. So I might just put it to Twitter of like, or again, I think I've done it down below the suggestions box. If you want to see anything in particular, like from me, feel free to just, you know, tell me. Do I have the suggestion box still down there? Yeah, I've still got it down there. So in that regard, yeah, if you have any recommendations for what to watch me stream, feel free to add them. Currently in the backlog, I guess for lack of a better term, of what I'm wanting to do. Obviously the few games that I had on the virtual box there, you know, the Rita Rabbit 2nd grade, the 2 Arthur games, and then the 3 Zoombini games. Which the Zoombini ones are going to take a while to get through, I will warn there, because I do want to, like, I've never actually beat a Zoombini game, technically. I mean, okay, for those of you who don't know the Zoombini's games, basically it's a bunch of logic puzzles. But as you're going through with that, part of what you're trying to figure out is, words are hard. You're trying to figure out where you can fit your Zoombinis within the puzzle. And if your Zoombinis, like, and it gives you like 3 mess ups that you're allowed. But then at that point, any Zoombinis that didn't get fit into the puzzle are left behind and will go back to a checkpoint. And you end up having, like, I guess I could pull it up for like a half second here to kind of showcase what I'm saying. Pull up the thing. That would be great. Okay, so we'll just use logical journey here as an example, because it doesn't even require you to log in, quote unquote. So you have like 4 different categories, and in those different categories you have 5 different possibilities per thing. Which I forget how that...
Aisle is
yeah, whatever. I forget exactly how that ends up translating. No, I do not want to save. Let me do the math here. I forget how to do it, so we're going to Google. So 5 variations of 4 categories. 5 combinations of 4. Or so it's 5. How do you do this again? I forget how to do this. So, okay. Brain function. I believe I can also just do it on my calculator here. So there's 5 variations of one thing. But there's, so 5 times 4, not minus, times 4 times 5 times, or no, I think it's 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That seems right. How do you... For degrees of a function, correct? No. I don't know the type of thing that this is. 4, 5, 8. How to find probability of... Not probability. Anyways, it's a lot of combinations of things. I am struggling to figure out... Not probability, possibility. Okay, it's 52 exclamation mark. Can I... So that's for a deck of cards, but... Oh my gosh. What is that? I am struggling here. Because I want this number, because it shouldn't be hard to figure out. Why am I... So any one thing has 5 possible whatever. In... Why can I not think of how this works? How many variations of 5 options in 4 categories? What the heck? I am trying to find this out and I am struggling. So it's 5 over 1. I feel like I should just be sharing my screen during this to show how freaking difficult this is going. Do the thing. There we go. I'm trying to figure out this. It's like, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be looking at, but it's not helping me. Because I'm assuming it's this sort of thing. Why can I not figure out how to do this? Combination calculator, please. Number of items, 5 in 4. Without repetition. All items are unique. Order doesn't matter. Calculate. Is it really just 120? Okay. So there's apparently 120 that you can do. And I think you can have 10 per thing. So realistically you have to get through 12 times plus probably a couple others to finish. Okay. Anyways, now that I've spent the last 5 minutes trying to figure out something that I apparently already technically knew. Anyways. Yeah, so that one obviously then can take a while. But yeah, I've got those. Obviously we want to finish through Minish Cap. I want to play the Legend of Spyro series, because that's one that I played through the entirety of the New Beginning once. I played through the first part of the second one, because I can't remember which one is named which. Anyways, but that's going to go ahead and do it for me today. We will go ahead and probably, I'd say no later than Friday, have a stream, which I want to, since I missed one of my 4 streams last month, I want to go ahead and probably, excuse me, make it up this month. Then again, I want to try and just more consistently stream in general. But yeah, probably expect on Friday a stream. Probably around, maybe just the same sort of time, like 12 or so. I don't know. I get off of work at 9 and we'll probably be home around 10-ish. So we'll see. Anyways, though, it's going to do it for me today. Hope you had a wonderful time. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a follow here on Twitch. Should be about right here or so. And if you want to see more, there's also links down below to Twitter, which I haven't used in a bit, but anyways, and the main channel and the VOD channel. VOD channel is currently getting updated a lot. The main channel I want to start also recording videos for, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. And until next time, remember to stand tall, reach upwards. And again, look out for a stream on Friday where we'll play more than likely Minish Cap, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, though, until next time, hope you all are staying safe, staying sane, all that good jazz. Until next time, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye.